Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of BTD6. So welcome to another detailed analysis video where I'm gonna just analyze two different crosspaths, and with math we're gonna take a look and we're gonna see the results, which of the two crosspaths is better and is superior to the other one. Now in this case, the crosspath I'm talking about is gonna be the crosspath for the recursive cluster, the 004 bomb. So is it better to go for a 204 bomb, or is it better to go for a 024 bomb? Like almost 1 year ago, I think I did a video where I analyzed the bomblets and I analyzed the different crosspaths for the bomblets. But now I'm gonna just analyze the recursive cluster, because I'm pretty sure that we can all agree that if we're going for the bomblets, 0 to 5 it's mostly superior in most of rounds. 205 sorry, it's only better against a single moab class builds like BAD round 100 or like ZOMG round 80, but that's it. 0 to 5 it's always superior in any other round against group moab class balloons, against group balloons, and against the DDs and so on. So I think we can all agree on that. But then recursive cluster, I've seen a video recently where a player was analyzing that 0 to 4 is actually better than 204 if we're considering Alchemist buffs. And yeah, I'm gonna do this video to try to clarify things up and to try to see if that's actually the case or if it's not. Now first of all, this analysis is gonna be done without monkey knowledge. Remember that if you're playing on chimps, you're not gonna have monkey knowledge, and remember that monkey knowledge can change the results because of the fact that there are these two points right here that can make your bombs to do more than what they should, especially this one right here and this one. So that's why I'm gonna disable monkey knowledge, so there are no other external factors that may change the outcome and the results of this analysis. So let's go here, monkey middle on medium sandbox, and let's analyze these two upgrades. Now if we just consider the upgrades themselves without any external buffs, 204 it's always better and superior than 024. This upgrade right here has one extra layer of damage, so it deals 2 layers of damage. You have more pierce, you have greater explosions, so you can affect more balloons, you do more damage. And now with the recent buffs, that with the second upgrade, the bombs can pop black balloons and zebras, then you don't have to worry about that anymore. And yeah, so now it's even better. So 204 it's better against single map class balloons, few map class balloons, group balloons, and you know, all these middle scenarios where you have fortified map class balloons or normal map class balloons, normal ceramics, fortified ceramics, and so on. So 204 it's always better, always. If you're analyzing only the village buffs, so jungle drums or primary training, primary mentoring, and primary expertise, still even with all these buffs, 204 it's stronger than 024. The only thing that changes is when you're analyzing an Alchemist, because of the fact that the Alchemist can give two different buffs, the brew and the mixodip. Now the mixodip is going to increase by 1 layer the damage that the bomb in this case is going to do to ceramics and map class builds, but it's gonna be active only for few attacks, so it's gonna be consumed quickly. The brew is gonna increase by 1 the damage, range, and then attack speed of the tower in general, so against all balloons, map class balloons, ceramics, and like rainbows, any type of balloon. And then lastly, the stronger stimulant is gonna make the brew to last even longer and to have more upgrades. I think this one increases by 2 layers the damage it does, increases even more the range, and a little bit more the attack speed. So if you combine mixodip and brew, you end up getting 2 extra layers of damage from the brew, plus 1 extra layer only on ceramics and mob classplans. And therefore, if you just consider the damage of the bomb, right, you can see that the 204 bomb deals 2 layers of damage. So if you add to 2 other layers because of the brew, that's 4. And with the Mixodip, it deals 5 layers to ceramics and mob classplans. Instead, 024 has only 1 layer of damage with the basic attacks. And so with the brew, it becomes 3 layers, and with the Mixodip, it becomes 4 layers of damage to ceramics and mob classplans. And of course, you can see why with the Alchemist, the 024 becomes much stronger. From 1 layer, you then have 4 layers against ceramics and mob classplans. Instead, the 204, from 2 layers, you have then 5. Why is it better? For a very simple mathematical reason. When a tower deals 2 layers of damage and another one deals 1 layer of damage, that tower is doing double the damage that the other one is doing, because it's 2 layers against 1, right? But then if the damage becomes 5 against 4, then you can see that it's not anymore double. It's just just 20% more. So it's not that much. Actually, it's 25% more. So it's 25% more damage. So that's why when you are going with an Alchemist buff, when you're considering the Alchemist buff, the 024 bomb is gonna benefit much greatly from the Alchemist buff than the 204. And actually what happens is that it becomes stronger or very similar to 204 in different scenarios. And the scenarios are especially these ones right here. Few mob classplans, especially with fortified mob classplans, these fortified moabs, fortified BFPs, 024 bomb is going to be especially good against this type of bloons. This bomb becomes very good against single mob classplans. So for example, ZOMG, right, around 80. So so yeah, the extra layers of damage that the bomb does clearly make it superior now to the 204. That if we don't consider the Alchemist, 204 it's better, but if we consider the Alchemist, then 024 becomes stronger. I'm also placing here a 200 village because I believe that in most of your gameplays, you know, you're gonna have your bomb in range of a village, so that's why I'm placing the village. And you can see here some bloons sneaking past, but the overall pops were 14.7 thousand. And if we just consider it, just compare it with a 204 now, you're gonna see that's gonna be much higher. So yeah, for the reasons I spoke before. Now, this is not the end of the analysis though, because of the fact that first of all, your Alchemist buffs are gonna depend on how many towers the Alchemist is buffing. So if it's of course only buffing 1 tower, the brew gets reset immediately. So you have the brew like almost permanently active. The Mixodip though, it's gonna be sometimes like the Alchemist is not gonna refresh it right away, so you might not have it permanently up. So some of your attacks might not have the extra damage against ceramics or mob classplans. And here we go, the bloons are through, and you can see the bomb here dealt 10,000 damage, so that's like 4,000 damage less than the other Crosspath. So that's why you can see that 024, it's clearly the winner and it's superior. So yeah, the first thing that you have to consider is how many towers the Alchemist is buffing, because if it's buffing only the bomb, then of course you can see more this difference. If you already have, for example, 2 bombs to buff, then yes, of course you're doing more damage overall, but each of your bombs is gonna steal some of the timing from the Alchemist, so it might not be able to be refreshed, so the buffs might not be able to be refreshed as quickly, especially the brew and the mixed dip. And remember as well that the faster a tower attacks, the more quickly it's gonna consume the brew and the mixed dip. So you can see that now this top bomb doesn't have the mixed dip anymore. This one now doesn't have it. So the brew now only, not mixed dip. So you can see that as soon as you have one extra tower, the buffs are not immediately replaced. And that's something that you have to consider, because on any real gameplay, you're never gonna place only one bomb in range of the Alchemist. Or if you do, you might have then another Alchemist and other towers that the second Alchemist is buffing. Because of course one single bomb can't defend. You're gonna have your hero, you're gonna have other towers as well. So you can see that as soon as you have more towers that are being buffed, the benefits from the Alchemist buffs already are a bit less, because of the very simple reason that the Alchemist will not be able to keep up, and is not going to be able to refresh the buffs much sooner. And if that's the case, then we go back to the previous case, because without any Alchemist buffs, 204 bomb is stronger than 024. So if the bombs in this case do not have buffs, lose the brew or lose the mixed dip, because of their superior base damage, they're gonna still be pretty relevant. And you could see there that these two bombs were able to destroy the balloons much sooner than the 024 did before. So we can already see that the 024 starts to not be so clearly the winner when we're already considering, for example, just one extra bomb that is being buffed by the Alchemist. But then there is a more peculiar factor that happens if we start considering the balloons past round 80. So until round 80, balloons, the ceramics, have the normal amount of HP. So they require 10 hits to be destroyed, and then you have the 2 rainbows, and then all the other balloons. After round 80, each ceramic starts to get more and more and more HP. So you need more hits, more than 10 hits, to destroy the ceramic layer. And I believe that is especially after round 80 where the 024 bomb really loses a lot of its benefits from the Alchemist, even if you just consider one single bomb. So if we just ignore the fact that the Alchemist might be buffing more than one tower. So for example, let's go here round 82. Actually, I'm gonna reset the bomb, because if you leave it for a very long time, the Alchemist gives a lot of mixed dips, and so it just doesn't become very I just can't compare them. So I'm just gonna place the bomb and I'm gonna just start the round right away. Alright, I'm always placing these bombs in this top left corner on first, so that the results are always the same. There is no bias, and there are no variations between the comparisons. The Alchemist as well is popping some balloons, not too many, but it's doing also some damage, but it's especially the bomb here is doing damage. So let's see here, around 82, a lot of BFBs, then this fortified BFBs at the end, and of course the super ceramics. Total pops here 32.6 thousand. Now let's see what happens if I now place a single 204 bomb. Alright, and let's start it out right away. Once again, for the same purposes of not having the Alchemist replenish and give that many mixed dips. Alright, and that's it. And let's see the pops here, 31.8 thousand. So 0 to 4 is still slightly superior, but it's almost not significant anymore, because like the pops that these two crosspaths can pop are almost exactly the same. So like 0 to 4 loses all the benefits, even if it's being buffed by an alchemist, and like you only have one bomb, but there isn't anymore the clear advantage that 0 to 4 had before round 80. And I'm gonna just show you as another example now round 95. So we're gonna take a look at DDTs, and I'm gonna just get here 2 to 0 village, because now with the changes on the bottom crosspath, now bombs can pop black balloons, so that's very nice. Actually, I'm gonna just reset once again here for the very simple reason of not having too many mixodips, and let's start round 95. So just calm the tension here, the only thing different from before. These are the DDTs. You can see that they're receiving damage, but they're so quick that I don't think I was able to pop any. But it doesn't matter, here I'm looking for the actual damage, the pops. 26.5 thousand, alright. And let's check out now the other crosspath. And let's go. All right. Total pops here 27.5 thousand. So now actually is the 204 bomb that has slightly more pops than the other. And now once again, this difference is very small. So I would say that is not really significant. But it's interesting to see that even with the Alchemist, after round 80 and against the grouped map class balloons, the 204 it's still very similar, if not slightly superior to the 0 to 4. So now what is the end message and what you should be doing knowing all this? Well, first of all is that it depends. Like the crosspath, the best crosspath for you might depend on what you're trying to achieve. So if you already have like a hero like Sauda, you have a tag shooter, and you have an alchemist that's buffing these two towers that are very fast attacking, and then you have, I don't know, like also a village, right? If you're gonna also place a bomb, don't go for a bomb 0 to 4. Right, because even if the Alchemist 401 with the village attack speed can buff 3 towers, but this bomb will not get the buffs immediately replenished. So it's a lot better to go 204, because even if you don't have the Alchemist buffs, this bomb already, the base damage is 2 damage, and it's not 1, so it's gonna be superior. So yeah, just remember about that. If you're going with already other towers, and then you have like you want to place just a bomb just to be able to clear up a little bit more the balloons, then I suggest you to go for a 204. You can even go for like a primary training village or something else to increase maybe its base range, the pierce, and so on even further, but you're not really depending on the Alchemist, because you know that the Alchemist is gonna already lose time in buffing other towers. Instead, if you're going for a bomb that is just outside like any Alchemist and is gonna be placed in another spot, like for example, I don't know, down here, and you already know that you're gonna build an Alchemist just for that bomb, then I suggest you to go for 0 to 4, because you know that with an Alchemist that is prioritizing it alone, for most of the rounds before round 80, this bomb is superior. So of course that's your best choice. And 0 to 4 is also very good if you're also going for a bomb blitz, because remember that bomb blitz, the best cross path, is the middle one. So 0 to 4, a 0 to 4 bomb prepares you to already get a bomb blitz that has the correct cross path. So this is especially good if you're thinking about that. And for example, if you were thinking about going for a bomb blitz, even if you place a bomb right here, you might go for a 0 to 4, because remember, if you're trying to get a bomb blitz, then middle cross path is always the best. So always go for the middle one. Even if the Alchemist is not gonna buff it immediately, even if it's not gonna receive benefits right away, but then for the late game and for past around 80, where the 0 to 4 bomb falls off especially hard, the fact that you're gonna have bomb blitz, you're gonna be much stronger. So yeah, just remember about that. And yeah, so it just depends on the strategy you're using. And I hope that this was a helpful video for you guys to understand maybe a little bit more how the bomb works and how to best use it. And yeah, hope you enjoyed, and see ya. Bye bye.